weekend went by like the wind, but who's checking? In the event, my people, it's about that time for your good old entertainment fix, and who better to dish it hot than the Igbo blondie herself. On today's episode, we've got D'banj finally breaking his silence amid the alleged fraud saga. Now, Rema and Kiss Daniels are raking in the numbers. Davido arriving in Qatar ahead of the World Cup performance, and Adele getting intimate with us. That's not all, but like I say, you have to stick around to find out all there is on E Central with Oluchi the Igbo blondie. Welcome to the show. Now, right before we get into the news, we've got a special guest here with us. In preparation for the second edition of the Humour Awards, scheduled to hold January 15th, 2023, which we happen to be partners with. We have the founder and executive producer here with us at the studio, and we'll be talking with him right after the break. Now, countless times we find ourselves engulfed in laughter created by amazing comedians, which puts us in a splendid mood. However, there's not a lot of recognition awarded to their craft and creativity in the entertainment industry. Now, this young man we have here today found just the right avenue to do the needful with the Humour Awards. Welcome to the show, Uche Dominic. How you doing?
I'm okay, Oluchi. How you doing?
Very well, thank you. Might I say you look absolutely stunning.
Thank you very much.
Great. Let's get right into it, because I'm trying to be like you when I grow up. Okay, now the Humour Awards focuses on recognizing and awarding those who make us laugh. Now, why do you think that it is important to have this in this subsector, have this type of award? Because there are different awards. Why do you think it's important to have this award?
All right, so we have several awards in the entertainment industry and also in other sectors of the industry. We have, for sports men and women. Yeah. We have for movie makers. We have for musicians. But we don't have any known prestigious award for comedians. I mean, comedians who go through a lot, do a lot of research to make us laugh. Yeah. And so I thought it was important for, after, covering about 1,000 comedy shows, and seeing the energy they put to, make their show a success, yeah. I felt it was important for us to, fill in that vacuum that is in the entertainment industry by creating the Humour Awards, yeah. An award that, would be known for celebrating comedians and comedians only. Yeah. That is absolutely amazing. It's an amazing initiative. Now, I would want to ask, now there's been music awards, the movie awards, and over the years there's been many awards. Why has it taken this long? Why would you say it's taken so long for this to actually happen right now? Well, it's not like people have not made attempts to create comedy awards show, but it's not been consistent, okay. And then it's not been prestigious. Like, you can't attach a face to the award. It's just like a normal award. In the generic award space, basically. It's not huge. It's not big. Okay. So and then for a long time we've not had any major award. So this particular award is an award that would stand the test of time, and that in the next 10-15 years the industry will be happy for it. So the maiden edition was a huge success, and everybody who mattered in the industry was there. And then, from organization to the category of the different awards, yeah. We tried to capture permit me to use this word, different genres of comedy, okay. From stand-up to sitcom to comic actors to web series, okay. To cartoon illustrators, to animation. So it's not, when people say, we hear about comedy awards, the only thing they remember is stand-up comedy. Yeah. But the Humour Award is not just an award ceremony. It's an academy, okay. That does a lot of research and puts spotlight on the other aspects of comedy that people don't even know. Don't take note of. You mentioned something about different categories and all that. Can you just tell us what are some of those categories that are up for grabs this year? Yeah, we have about 20 award categories like we
Okay.
had last year.
Okay.
Yeah, we have best comedy kid.
Okay.
You know, we have best online skit maker male.
Okay.
You know, and then we have best online skit maker female. We have most creative comedy show. We have revelation of the year for guys who are just breaking into the league. Okay. We have stand-up comedian of the year. We have cartoon best cartoon illustrator.
Okay.
We have best comedy animation.
You have everything.
Of course.
You know, it's put right there in your head.
That's what I do. I eat, you know, sleep and drink the Humour Awards.
Wow, I love that. But is there any award for people that like me now that were trying to learn comedy? We're trying to learn how to be funny. You know,
Okay.
I'm trying.
There's a category for non-professional comedians. You know, people who are not comedians but who have a sense of humor.
Okay.
You understand? For instance, in the maiden edition, Dino Melai, I'm sure you know Senator Dino Melai, won Humor Personality of the Year.
Okay.
Okay. He does something serious, but he adds a lot of humor to it. So there are categories, or there is a category like that.
So hopefully there is hope for me. I might win something, please.
Let's see in the nearest
I can be very funny. I can't win this time.
Like the nominees list are, they are out already.
His personality type. Don't worry, it's fine. It's fine.
The names of the nominees are out already.
Okay, no problem. But I have to ask now, where are the females? I mean, we don't really see a lot of female comedians anymore. What would you say is the reason why there are not so many female comedians out there anymore?
Well, I think it's not just for the comedy industry. It's also in the music industry. But in the comedy industry, it's peculiar. Because of the nature of the job. You understand? We've had in the past a couple of female comedians, who rose through the ranks and established themselves. But before you know what happened, you don't see them anymore. And so we are having that issue also, trying to categorize or create a category for just stand-up female comedians.
Okay.
Yeah, we are having that issue, but we're also trying to make sure that we encourage others, by creating a category and also putting a spotlight on any of, the women out there that are doing great in the comedy industry. Okay,
just before you go, you are inducting Wale Adenuga, Nkemowo, Aluwe, and Ngozi Wosu into the Humour Awards Hall of Fame. Now, what requirements did they meet for this Hall of Fame?
Of course, you know that these legends that you mentioned, have done a lot of work and inspired younger ones, who are currently in the comedy industry right now. Wale Adenuga, Wale Adenuga started from Ikebe Super. I don't know if you read Ikebe Super.
I did.
Okay, so I read Ikebe Super as a kid, growing up. Then that was where I saw Papa Ajasko, and then before I knew, Papa Ajasko came on TV. So Wale Adenuga is a legend that has created a lot of comic content, and over the years, I'm not talking about 10 years, we're talking about 30, 40 years. You understand? And then he deserves to be inducted in the Hall of Fame, just like the other guys you mentioned. Great.
It's been really amazing speaking to you and taking a peek into the world of comedy through the lens of Uche Dominic and the Humour Awards. More entertainment news update coming for you right after the break.